I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed. And I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. So imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. You got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors, some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists, some of you have money, some of you have patience, some of you have kindness, some of you have love, some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA. And the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon. And there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. And I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked at the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." And in the years that followed, just as that woman prophesied, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Millions who up till this day couldn't see me, who up till this day I couldn't see while I was talking to them, and they couldn't see me, they could only see the movie. They couldn't see the real me. But I see you today, and I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm strengthened by what I see. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward.
Well, you guys know him. Denzel Washington. Who's this?
I'm DTC Hodler.
This is Hodler. She just got out the shower. All nice and clean now. This is hot. You guys, it's hot.
Super hot.
100 outside today. Some people are like, that's not hot, backpacker. It needs to be 110. It needs to be 110 to call it hot, backpacker. You stop complaining. Turn the AC on. Well, that's still.
We don't have an AC.
The AC is still on the schedule to get repaired, guys. Yeah. So that's not fun. That's not fun. And but it's okay. We keep on rolling on. We keep on rolling. It's Friday, July 24, 2026. Guys, we're at the Bitcoin block height of let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Share this. Let's go see what the block height is right now. And let me.
Can I see it?
Give me 1 second, guys. And there we go.
9. Wait, did I say the last 4 digits?
Yeah, you said all these.
No, the last 4 digits. Right?
No, you say the whole thing. 959.
1,479.
Yeah, you guys see it. You guys see it right there. I'm still learning how to adjust all this stuff. I'm all over the place. You see it. I'm all over the place. It's Friday, guys. It's been a long week. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty exhausted. It's been a long week, and it's Friday, though. It's Friday, so we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with it. We're rolling with it, and we're gonna have some fun. We'll have some fun. Talk about some stuff. Might not be here forever, but we'll be here and we'll be chilling and hanging out. And if you guys didn't see below, if you want to jump in the studio, let me know on a video or a call. When you join, you don't have to show your face. You can just talk, or you can join on a video. I can send you that link, and then you can join in, and we can chop it up, chat. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, you want to get off your chest, anything you want to say, how you feel, what you think. There's an opportunity right there. And so I will send you the link, and then you can come jump on in. So I'm going to leave that up as an option in case you guys want to do that. If anybody wants to do that, you're more than welcome to. So I'll leave that there available, and I'll leave that ticker going, and I'll repeat myself again as more people start rolling in. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's been a busy week. We had some stuff going on today, and we're just a little emotionally drained, I will say. But with that being said, we're going to go out. We're going to go do some fishing tomorrow and Saturday. And yeah, just kind of just decompress a little bit. Just decompress a little bit. It's amazing how sometimes, throughout the week we go, and sometimes we don't pay attention to our regulation. We don't regulate properly. We're just, like we talked about the other day, going full throttle. And by the time Friday comes or getting close to the weekend, we're pretty drained and exhausted. And it didn't help out that the AC is acting up, because sleeping has been a little difficult. However, we did all get really good sleep last night. Last night was the cooler night of the week, and so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. If you guys seen the title, it's Friday Night Vibe, Normies and a Chit-Chat, right? Chit-Chat and the Normies. And yeah, guys, it's
Friday.
It's Friday, but
Friday.
It's Friday, she says. And we just talk about, one of the things that we always talk about is, trying to get the normies over, to Bitcoin, trying to get the normies over to our content, trying to get the normies to understand, trying to get the normies to see the bigger picture and see the problem. And, at times, it's interesting because when I first got into Bitcoin, I wasn't really thinking of getting the normies in there because I was still learning quite a bit myself, and I still am. And then sometimes we focus on, we got to get the normies in here. We got to spread the word. We got to get the, but do we really? I mean, I'm willing to do my part. I'm willing to create my content. I'm willing to have discussion. I'm willing to advertise accordingly, whether that be a Bitcoin hat, a Bitcoin mug, small conversation with people. But you know, it's the typical story of like you can lead a horse to water and you can't make him drink. I think there's a big misconception in the space where, you know, we think like we're gonna save everybody, or we think we have to do this like ultimate like Satoshi mission. And I don't know if I really buy that. I don't know if I really buy it. The thing is this: is there's gonna be people that either understand or they don't. There's going to be people that understand the way the fiat system works or don't know, and then they learn how it works, and then eventually trickle into altcoins and then Bitcoin. So why am I going to stress myself out or feel like I need to change the world or change these people's mind if they don't care? Because you know there's a percentage of the process that needs to be done by the individual, right? We didn't just jump into it. We had to have some form of curiosity, some form of intrigue, some form of questioning, and then we had to do the research ourselves, right? Nobody orange pilled me. Nobody converted me. Nobody sat down with me and told me this whole process of how this works. I had to figure it out myself. But I allowed my mind to be curious. I allowed myself to want to learn and educate myself. Some people just don't want to learn or educate themselves. Some people, the thing is you can't save everybody. Like I say, not everybody's going to run a node. Not everybody's going to hold only Bitcoin. Not everybody's going to have cold storage. And that's fine. It is what it is. I care less. I really do. I really don't care. But I'm always going to do my part in explaining why it's a good thing to have, why you should do this, why you should look into this and compare them. I'll always do that. But I'm not going to kill myself or go out of my way to an extent where it brings stress upon myself to get an individual to want to take a leap of faith or hell, even want to watch a podcast. I mean, the information we have is so readily available right now. There's no reason why these individuals shouldn't be able to have intrigue or hell, even learn anything. And anything you want in the world is available at your fingertips, especially now with AI. We thought Google was amazing, right? Nobody's searching through textbooks anymore. Everything is generated online. And all it is the matter of keystrokes. So if an individual can't do something and put something in the matter of keystrokes to want to educate themselves or become a better person, individual, or whatever, it's even beyond Bitcoin. You can learn anything you want. You want to change your alternator? Look online. Watch a YouTube video. You want to change some plumbing in your house? You want to put a garbage disposal in? Okay, watch a YouTube video. But see, most people don't even want to do that, right? So let's get in the chat. Let's use here. And we're going to go with the flow tonight, guys. We're going to go with the flow tonight. Let's see what tonight brings. And we will go with the flow. And let's see who's here. Good evening, everyone. Lauren Stern's in the house, guys. You guys know him. What's up, Lauren? Lauren Stern's in the house. I'm gonna tell you something about Lauren. It was so cool meeting Lauren. And it's, you know, I'll tell you, like I said before, and I've said this, you guys heard me say this. Lauren has stories, and they're great, and they're great stories. And some are very deep. But you know, Lauren falls into this category, but just a little bit different, where he is an educator, right? And if he's not being an educator per se with Bitcoin, then he's educating in other ways, other forms. He's basically he's an outlet for veterans and individuals who either don't know how to take the path or don't know who to look for or talk to, are seeking some type of a funding, or they're seeking some type of assistance, whether that be mental, physical, or in other ways. And he's taking his time and energy and helping these individuals out. The interesting thing is that Lauren's been through a lot of this, and so he can relate. And so just like any space within the world, whether that be Bitcoin, whether that be the military, whether that be nonprofits, whether that be volunteering, whether that be sports teams for youth or for adult, okay, educators in all ways, shapes, or form, it's the people that go that extra mile, that take that extra step to want to take the time out of the day, which is a very selfless thing to do, and to want to spread the word and just be a outlet or a almost like a directory of information, right? I'm not sitting here, I need to go sit down with somebody and have a coffee and then break this whole Bitcoin thing down. I'm expecting them to understand it in like one session, because that's not going to happen. But when you make yourself available, right? When you make yourself available, you have good intentions, then that's powerful. That's important, right? You're like a literally a mobile directory. And if you don't know something, which I think it's fair to say that all of us don't know everything, then we can help guide or direct the individual in the right direction, connect them with other people we know because we network, and that's what's important. And it's always okay, right, to understand that I may not know everything in Bitcoin, and I don't. And quite frankly, I don't care if I do. I don't ever plan to. I'll know as much as I can, but I'm going to stay in my lane, right? Each individual within the space has their certain perfection or specialty. Some people on a hardware side or technological side, they do really good in what they do. Some people are highly intelligent and know a lot about Bitcoin, but they're like talking to a freaking wall. They don't have the social skills, right? They may be good or smart at something, but they lack intellect in regards to being able to articulate a message or being able to talk with other individuals or be good within that space. Some people can break you the whole white paper down to you like it's a science. Some people could tell you everything you want about a node, everything you want about mining, right? Some people can tell you a lot about the psychology behind Bitcoin, right? So there's all these different anchors and areas within the Bitcoin space and any space in that matter, right? And I always go back to that thing, like I said, just because you're a good teacher or a professor doesn't mean you're good at doing it. Yeah, you put in the time. Yeah, you may have put in the hours, the work to get your certificate, but it doesn't mean you can teach it. It doesn't mean you're a good teacher. It doesn't mean you can relate to your students or your clients. It doesn't mean that. So when it comes to things like Bitcoin, which can be as technical as you want it to be or as simple as you'd like it to be, right? At the end of the day, you always want to try to do your best to be a well-rounded individual. You always want to do your best to be a well-rounded person, learn how to explain yourself, and understand that knowing your strengths and weaknesses within yourself is a humbling factor, because that's going to help you in the direction you're going. Because I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I'm okay with them, but it allows me to know where I need to work on a little more, where I need to brush up on here and there, where I'm good at and I feel confident in running with here in this aspect. So anything we do, we're always going to have a strength and a weakness, and we're always going to have our own lanes to stay in, right? I know a little bit about this, a little bit about that, but I'm not the best. I'm not perfect, right? Not to mention the fact that we all have our own personal life experiences. That is a whole nother facet of what we're talking about here, right? Because you can have an individual who worked at Micron or worked in the space within engineering or hardware and things like that, and then they're in Bitcoin and they already have this vast background of knowledge, and now they can roll and implement that into Bitcoin, and they got leaps and bounds ahead of other individuals that weren't in the space, right? So I just think it's important for us to always step back and think, like, when we take the approach or the advancement to trying to get normies or regular people into the space, I think we need to take a step back and reflect on ourselves and how we can approach or deliver that message to these individuals in a way that we know how. Not trying to be like another person, not trying to explain it like another individual. Because in the Bitcoin space, it's easy for us to compare ourselves. Well, compare ourselves to other people, what other people do, what other people think, how other people say things, how other people describe things, how other people run their content, how other people, whatever. Who cares? It's important to not transpire to be another person. It's important not to worry about you trying to be like another individual or to do what another individual is doing, but to do what you do. But what you do well. Right? You know? And so with that being said, you know, the way we approach the normies and what we hear within the space of like, we got to convert the whole freaking world. I just think it's far from the truth. And I think that, you know, we're quick to use the analogy of, oh, we're so early. Okay, so what's the rush? I just don't understand the rush. I'm not going to stress myself out about trying to convert people who don't care, that want to complain about everything, but don't want to take the steps to try to better themselves or try to even, it's not even about bettering themselves. It's like all you need is the slightest form of curiosity, the slightest form of wanting to know something, right? That will lead you in wonderful places, right? Be inquisitive, question, critical think. Yeah, we know and we talk about people have lost this trait and they don't do it. But that's the approach that we need to take. And I think the approach that most people talk about with trying to, like, it's like a one size fits all, or it's like, oh, here's a pill, take it. I just think, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair, right? I don't claim myself to be a great educator, but I say, hey, I'm a person who just knows what I know, and I'm good what I'm good at, and you're good with and you're good with what you do,
Noah,
right? So, yeah. So, anyways, as far as Lauren goes, I just want to say that Lauren is in his lane, he's in his space, he has experience, and he's good at what he does. Because he loves and cares about what he does, and he's inquisitive, and he doesn't accept no for an answer, and he finds the solutions, and he's up at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning taking phone calls from individuals who need him, if need be. So we all have a lane, and none of us ever should transpire to want to be like other people or to like to match and be like, I need to be like this person. This person is that. This person is this. This person is this great. Or, you know, I need to do it better like that. Okay. So I commend Lauren for that. And I just want to say that. And I know we've told Lauren that in person, but I want to say it out here on the public stage and give Lauren a shout out for what he does, for his honorable work and his commitment, what he does, because I'm going to tell you what, he has a passion for what he does. And I think it's important that everybody knows that. Because he doesn't get to go just out and tell his story to everybody. I was very grateful to be able to hear this story with Fanny, myself, right? And everybody that we were with in person when we met down in Vegas. So I want to commend Lauren for that and say that he's doing a great job. And I want you to keep up the great work, Lauren. And who else we got here? We got VHF. It goes, yo, what's up? VHF coming in with the dabs like he does. 3 dabs. Look at that. He says, I'm here, backpacker. What's up, VHF? How's your weather, bro? We're cooking over here. Hello, backpacker Harlow and VHF. What's up? Lauren, boom. Packer, boom. Look at that with a fist bump. Hodler. He says hodler. VHF says hodler. She just got done walking the dog.
Hi. Now she gets a treat.
Oh, that means he went to the bathroom. If he goes to the bathroom, he gets a treat.
Which treat?
It's a little, a little incentive. But it's good because when we take him out for walks ever since he was a baby, when he would go to the bathroom, we always did that. And Fanny said if we reward him when he's younger, that he'll go out and go to the bathroom right away. Because some people, when you walk dogs, some dogs will walk forever before they go to the bathroom. And I don't have inherently an issue with that, but when it's time to go out and take you for a walk, like the cue is like you need to use the restroom. And he does great. So we reward him when he does that. We reward him because he's being mindful of all of our time, right? And he's a good boy. So that's good. Happy Friday, friends. Sat Sabbath's in the house, people. You guys know him. Sat Sabbath and Sabbatha. Sat Sabbath is in the house. Sat Sabbath's here, guys. What's up, Sat Sabbath? Good seeing you, brother. I missed you the past couple days. Sat Sabbath, hello. VHS Sat Sabbath, boom. Hey, yo. What's up, Jenny? Jenny Legendary's here. Jenny is here, and Jenny's busy. She hits every live. Jenny and Nico. Jenny and Nico. And Nico is a very photogenic pup. Nico is photogenic. And Jenny says it's the camera lady at the facility that he credits her for the great photos. Or she credits her for the great photos. And I don't know. I don't think we should cut Nico short. I think Nico knows what's good. Nico knows the agenda. Because he knows if he's a good boy, he gets treats. So I'm telling you guys, the dogs are like kids. They got to figure it out. They say, oh, he did good. So where's our treat? Where's our incentive at? What's up, Jenny? VHF says, Jenny, yes, with a green heart. VHF always sends Jenny the green heart. What's the green heart, VHF? What does the green heart symbolize? Jenny, hello. Hey, yo, Kramer. Hey, Kramer, I saw a bunch of messages in the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. And Fanny was telling me that I think the car was totaled or something, bro. So let us know. Let us know what's going on. I know you put a bunch of messages in there. I haven't had a chance to check them yet. But I hope so all is well, man, because those photos look gnarly. And car accidents ain't no joke. You know, and I think the worst part about your situation is it wasn't even like inherently, it wasn't even you. It's like it was like literally wrong place at the wrong time. And yeah, let me get you on the wheel, Kramer. Yeah, so I hope so. All is well, bro. I sent you a message a while back. You didn't respond, but I think it might have been because of the accident stuff that was going on. I was asking you how your Atlas Earth's doing. Because I know you play. I said, I got to message Kramer, see how he's doing. So let me know, Kramer. And then if you guys see at the bottom, if you want to jump in the studio, let me know. You can video or a call. I'll send you the link. You can jump on in. You don't have to show your face. You can just leave it as a voice chat. So if you guys got something to say you want to talk about, you guys can jump on. No issue. I'll send you the link. Sin knows everything. Okay. Yeah, he does. Sin's like freaking ChatGPT. Sin's like ChatGPT. Yeah, he is. Sin's been active. Sin's been in the chat hanging out, man. Man, today has been a roller coaster. Work was crazy, and then 10 minutes before my work day ended, I got a call asking if I knew anyone who could foster a dog in a domestic violence situation. Wow.
Who
Today
said
was
that?
Jenny.
Well, work was crazy. 10 minutes before my work day ended. So she worked at an animal shelter?
Yeah, so who called you? Who called you about that, Jen? Was it your work or someone you knew? Facility? Wow, that's crazy. A dog in a domestic violence situation. I'm assuming that people being harsh on the dog.
No.
Or foster a dog in a domestic violence situation. Oh, okay. Oh, you know me. Like I say, I'm transparent. Things go over my head. So, wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we had to talk to someone we know today, and there's some crazy stories out there, man. Crazy stories out there. Crazy stories. Domestic is the worst. I said domestic violences are the worst because the tempers are already flared up and there's already a relationship built between the people. Nobody ever presses charges because they don't want to hurt this person's feeling. They don't want this person to get in trouble. And tempers already flared. And then the second worst is the traffic stops. So you got traffic stops, or domestics are one, and then traffic stops are the second most dangerous calls. But of course, it wouldn't be a Friday without that call, Jenny, right? But hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. I don't think you work on the weekends either, right? If I remember correctly, I think you have weekends off. It's important to be able to say, I don't know, but we can find out. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's, you know, so that slight verbiage and like using the proper words and stuff is important. Because admitting that you don't know something, or that you don't know everything, or you lack in a particular area, that's a powerful thing, because it's one, it's being transparent and honest. But you know, it's just fair to the other party. It's just fair to the other party. But yeah, that's right, Lauren, because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people either can't admit, or they'll try to stretch the truth, or try to stretch their knowledge in a particular area. But the great way to go around that is basically, like we said, was to utilize our network on individuals who, hi baby, to utilize our network on individuals who prosper in a certain area. Were you able to help Jen? Yeah, Jen, were you? Yeah, that's got to be crazy. Exactly, Lauren. Yeah. Hello, Blockheads. What's up, Spaceman? Spaceman's in the house, guys. And Jack. Spaceman and Jack. And Jack's been on fire. So has Spaceman. They've both been on fire. Killed it the other night. I got them 2 bags of food because the baby was starving, but without knowing vaccinations, if it was friendly, etc. I can't take that chance with Nico being a senior, and Nico is a jerk at home. Yeah, that's hard. Dang, that's crazy. Well, I mean, you know, you only can do what you can do, and you did what you could, and to be fair, yeah, you got to. I mean, you can't put Nico in a position. Heaven forbid the dog's had something. Nico gets bit. You invite the dog in your home. A fight breaks out or whatever, and it's a gamble. It's a gamble. But you did what you could, and that's what matters. And that's all we all can do as people. You know, I mean, we only can do what we can do. Some people more than others, but it depends on the circumstances and certain people's obligations and situations, right? So but just know that even you doing that, Jen, that could have made a difference. Jen, you have to look after Nico first, but you still help them with the 2 bags of food. Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Lauren. Yeah, it's we do what we can, and sometimes we can do more. Sometimes we have to do less. You know, and only will know that as it arises, right? Me and Fanny, the same thing. We've done stuff for people where we were able to do more, and then there's times where sometimes we weren't able to do as much as we would like, but we had to be realistic in our current circumstances at the time. That either allowed us to do more or less, right? But needless to say, at the end of the day, you do it because you want to do it, not because you feel like you have to do it. You do it because you want to do it. Your intentions are good. Spaceman, hello. Yes, Nico is my priority. I don't know that I could hand the dog over to the shelter on Monday either after keeping it all weekend. Yeah, it's a big variable, like you said, and you can put yourself and Nico in a very vulnerable situation. So, yeah, that's a tough one, you know, especially for, you know, the dog lovers out there, right? That's a tough one, right? Heckers, yes, Lauren is amazing. Yeah, he is. I had to give a little shout out to Lauren, man. You know, I always think about it. And I mean, it's everybody. It's everybody in the group. Anybody who's willing to share their life. Some people don't share as much, and that's fine. It's a privacy thing. But I did have the luxury of Fanny and I both being able to sit down with him, and he tells us these wonderful stories. And some are, there's a lot of heartbreak and pain. Some of them are wonderful and happy and celebratory. But yeah, you know, it's important, and that's why I just title it Normies at the top, because my whole thing is this: in the space, I just don't buy the fact that we need to convert the world or convert everybody, or like try to like everything. When you see somebody, it's like they have to go buy Bitcoin or something. I just don't believe it, you know, because like I said, we're so quick to say, oh, we're so early. Okay, well, why are we trying to push so hard? Right? It's not going to change Bitcoin. It's not going to change the protocol. It's not going to change the way we use it. It's just going to roll out at a pace it's going to roll out on. A lot of people may not agree with that, and that's fine. You know, to each their own. But that's just the way I feel. I feel like it's an approach that needs to be taken with caution. And it doesn't need to be aggressive. And it needs to be in a manner of building a connection and a relationship first. And then you roll into it once you build some trust up and some understanding. That's the way I look at it. Backpacker, thank you. I've landed in my lane over time, finding my space, love what I do. That's the secret. And it really is. It really is. And like I talk to the kids about that, and Fanny and I talk about it regularly. You know, I may just mow lawns for a living. Okay. I'm not building you a house. I'm not an engineer, not an electrician. I mow lawns. Okay. But I enjoy doing what I do. I'm good at it and I enjoy it. Yeah, there's times when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I want to go work. I mean, come on, let's be real. Sometimes you don't wake up, right? We're lazy beings, but I enjoy what I do. And when I think about other jobs, other positions, other industries, I just don't have a desire to be like, I want to pivot to that, and that's what I want to do. I'm going to be happy every day when I wake up for work. No, I wouldn't be happy. I'd do it because I had to, or maybe because it was a job or whatever. But I enjoy it because there's an advantage of being able to mow lawns. I can listen on my headphones all day long and educate myself. Anything I want while I'm out in the field, I can learn. I can take information in while I'm getting paid. I build these relationships with my clients, right? I schedule my route. I control my workflow, right? So there's something very liberating about that. And you don't realize it at times, but sometimes, you know, even I should be taking a step back to understand how grateful I am to be able to do this, because this is buying me time with my family. I could be working 40 plus hours a week, or 4 days a week, or 6 days a week. And then what? Right? So I just need to be grateful for what I have, for what Fanny and I have built and continue to build. And we'll continue to be building over the years. Accounts here, a couple accounts there, maybe lose one, maybe gain two back, right? So it's just a constant, steady roll, right? Oh, yes, Nico goes immediately. Oh, yes, Nico goes immediately because he's trained on command to go potty. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that. George is really good. He still does it on his own when we are on longer walks. But if I need him to potty, I tell him, and he goes immediately. Yeah, see, that's cool. That's cool. I like it being like that. Yeah, Fanny got George started really early on with the treats, like I said, and rewarding him. Fanny knows a little bit more about dogs than me. She's been around dogs more in her life than I have. And so she said, do this, and that we do it. And he goes out, goes poop, and he's done. And then if we want to go for a long walk, we can go for a long walk, but we're not subjected to him saying, hey guys, I'll let you know when I'm ready. Right. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. He's good. And we have our spots obviously at home, but yeah, but that's cool. Hand command, trained on command. Okay. Yeah. So he trained. You put in the time with him. You put in the time with him. No, he doesn't get treats for picks. Oh, I thought he got. Okay. I could have been wrong. I'm giving to him. She's like, backpacker. No, he heard that. Don't say that. VHF. Yo, Steve Duke's in the house, guys. He says, hola, just dropping by to give a like and a comment for the algorithm. Party on. Right on, Steve. I'll keep you off the wheel then, Steve. Is that all right? Or do you want me to put you on and be around for a little bit? Let me know. And then if you're going to hang out for a little bit and then you dig, just let me know. I'll take you right off. Thanks for stopping by, Steve. I appreciate the algorithm boost. Share, like, comment. You know all the good stuff, Steve. I appreciate that, man. Dogs are smart. Mine learned to go outside to the bathroom equals treat. Now it's to the point where she wants a cookie, so she goes outside for 2 seconds, turns around, and comes back in for a treat. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're funny. No, they're funny. It's crazy how dogs are like. I've noticed one of the big thing with dogs is like the size of the dog. Like if a dog's bigger and a dog's smaller, like the personalities are substantially different, just due to just the nature of the size of the dog. It's interesting, but yeah, see, Kramer, your dog's got it figured out. Inside, outside, inside, trickle, inside. We only do the treat for poop though. We don't do the treat for pee. Not for pee, but for poop. Steve, hello. The green emoji means love and respect. Ah, that's the see. Because I know when you throw the hearts up, VHF, there's always the different colors. And I know for the most part, usually different colors and anything means different things. But I wasn't sure that's what that meant for the green one. So that green emoji means love and respect. Okay, now I know. So there you go, Jen. Love and respect from VHF to you. Been too busy for Atlas. Just doing my rent boost, but no mini games. Not sure I'm going to finish this month's ladder. Yeah, I'm cutting it close. I'm cutting it close. I got like a couple hundred more to go. 100 more to go. I'm cutting it real close. Well, the mini games start at 5 o'clock my time. The show starts at 5. I get everything ready by the time I'm done doing that. Sometimes I'll have the kids do it in the background. But for me, the mini games are the hardest ones to complete, because the timing, it doesn't work out. But when the time changes and then it's 4 o'clock my time, it's hell of a lot easier. Basically in the winter months. But yeah, but I don't blame you. Yeah, you've been busy, bro. So I know. Chat sin. What does that mean? What does chat sin mean? Chat sin. I don't know what that means, Lauren. The apartment manager. You're the apartment manager. You're the apartment manager, Jenny. Weekends off until I find some additional work. Okay.
Does that Jen say the apartment manager?
Yeah.
The apartment manager is the one who asked her about that. The dog.
Oh, the apartment manager is the one who asked you about the dog. Okay. Oh. So someone within the complex. Well, at least he knew the right person to go to. That's for sure. Weekends off until I find some additional work. Yeah. Is it going to be within your field, Jenny, or is it whatever, or something else? What are you looking at? Oh, hello. I would love to jump on a live, Dad, with you, but I don't need to because I'm here and everyone knows me. Flipper.
Mm-hmm.
You're a wisecracker.
Yep.
Okay. Well, here she said it herself. She goes, she doesn't have to because you don't need to be on stage because you're backstage.
Yes.
VIP.
Yes.
There she goes. Look at that, guys. Do you love that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes.
That was very well written.
Thank you.
Wow. That's a good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Oh, cool. Thanks, Hoofty. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Yo, Jen and VHF, hello.
I have to give a shout out to Trent.
You got to give a shout out to Trent. Okay, go ahead.
Trent, thank you for replying to my comment on your short.
Huh, I did that comment.
No, I did one.
Oh.
Just
we
right
both
now.
did.
So they both did comments on your short and you replied back and they say, thank you, Trent. That's nice.
Yeah, he just replied.
He just replied?
Yeah. He
Wow.
said, thanks, Flip. You guys are the best.
Oh, 3 minutes ago.
Wait, what show was that? Can I see?
Kiddos. Jenny says, kiddos.
Jenny.
Hi, Jen. Ginger, good evening, Packer family and friends. What's up, Ginger? Ginger's here, guys. Ginger is here. Ginger, what you got going on this weekend? I'm thinking you guys are just hunkering down. I'm thinking you guys are hunkering down.
No, 'cause I was like,
It's amazing how much camping takes out of you. You don't realize it until you get home. Takes a lot out of you. And but it's good. It's good. But camping right now would be so hot, man. Over at least where we're at, it's freaking hot. Cooking. We're such whinies. We're such babies.
Dad, I don't know about we're such babies.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
It's probably just me. I'll speak for myself.
I think it's just you, Dad. No, I'm joking.
Happy Friday. Yeah, it is Friday. It is Friday. Glad the girls let you assist on. I'm glad the girls let you assist on their video tonight. Yeah. I'm just. Yeah, they're the ones that sign the checks. Yep. They sign the checks. They said get to work. And I said okay. So I'm working. Let me get these lights real quick, guys. That's a little better. Lauren's the best. You guys know him, Off Ramp Radio. Trent, the Bitcoin technician. You guys know him. Trent, we call him Trent Red Bull. Tweety, aka Tweety Bird, Fanny says. That's a long running joke with them. Funny. And he's such a good sport about it. And Red Bull, because every time Trent gets 100 new subscribers on his channel, he gets a Red Bull. So he is what 20 more away. So we need to get him to 900 subscribers,
No,
guys.
we do not.
And he will get another Red Bull.
Hit the button that says thumbs down.
And let me share this. So you guys we got to get Trent to 20 more subscribers, and he can get a Red Bull. So if you haven't, like, share, comment to his channel, and he kills it over there. And if you guys haven't joined yet, there's a Signal chat, a Signal group right there. The link is in the description. You can see it, and you can go in there. And we just talk about anything and everything. It's not really Bitcoin, but it's music, a lot of music content, or movies, or things of that nature. Maybe something you might want him to do a reaction to, and or suggestions. And yeah. So if you guys want to go over there and go join. It's fun. We have a good time in there. And he's doing good stuff. He's working hard, that's for sure. Thanks, guys. Wow. Yeah. You're welcome, Lauren. The term normie is kind of dumb. We're all pretty normal for the most part. We just happen to have BTC. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm a little frustrated within the Bitcoin space because I just feel like things are getting overcomplicated. Whatever happened to, like, simple, stack sats, stay humble, touch grass, right? It's just a bunch of drama crap. There's so much drama. I'm over it. I'm over it. And it's like, oh, we're so early, this and that, but then we're trying to, like, force stuff down people's throats, and I don't know. I understand, like, I would like this to scale. Obviously, I'm against the current monetary system, the debt-based system, the broken system. We all know that's all talking points. Great, woohoo. But it's like, just be a human and do the part of building the connections and the relationships and building those up. And that helps you to then bridge that gap onto explaining to them about Bitcoin, about the current system. Because nobody wants to be sold. And I feel like when we do these things, we're trying to sell people. Nobody wants to be sold. The second I ever feel like I'm sold, I'm like, dude, I don't even give a shit what you're talking about. It's just true. So I think the approach, it needs to be a little different. The angle we take needs to be a little different. VHF says, hi, Flipper.
VHF said, hi, Flipper.
He says, hi, Flip. How are you? Look at.
Hi.
Here, let's make our faces bigger just so he can see us. There we go. Look at that. Now you can see your face. Now he wants to see a big hi.
Oh, he wants to see a big hi.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
You're gonna be very happy on what Trent says.
The way of the truth. It really is, Ginger. It really is. I've really I've gone through this ebb and flow within the space of, like, kind of like coming here, calm, chill, zen, and then being like, oh, get everybody on board and we have to, like, take over the world and this and that. And then I've kind of, like, gone to the point where it's like, just the negativity and the drama and the space and the arguing with each other and all the BIP 110. All I'm not saying that stuff's not important, but it doesn't need to be like the central focal point of everything. And it just has become that. And I just feel like it's so tainted. It's so tainted. Ginger and Trent. Yeah. True, Trent, about normies. Yeah. I mean, we're normal people. We're everyday people. We're just able to kind of see things. And it's up to us to be able to present them accordingly. To be able to have a conversation. Trent, I liked on your short and I commented on your short. You should see my comment. Oh.
That's one they commented on.
Oh, look, Flipper, I missed. I'm sorry. I get hundreds of comments a day, but I'm going to go look. Wow. He's like, sorry, Flipper. I get hundreds of comments a day, but I'm going to make it a point to go look for yours because I gotta get past these hundreds of comments. Yeah, I know. It's Trent. That's even responding to each comment that's a process. I do my best when I have like a 24-hour rule. I try to do my best to get to comments in 24 hours, and so far I've been good. But you get a substantial amount more comments than I do, and I can only imagine how much time that takes. You got to allocate a certain time or just work it in somehow. If you guys want to go on Backpacker Show, tell them you can call. Yeah, if you guys want to go on a video or a voice call, just let me know. I'll send you the link.
I already know who wants
Just let me
to go
know.
on.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Trent, that's good. Hey, BHF. We used to have potty bells until he figured he just uses to go play outside. He got those trashed immediately. In theory, everything's like pretty cool until they figure it out. And then they call it. They're like, they figure it out pretty quick. The green M&M had a completely different meaning growing up. What did the green M&M have? Give me 1 second, guys, okay? Give me 1 second, okay? Let me do something real quick. Give me 1 second, party people. Okay. And if we happen to get anybody on, we'll do our best to scroll through chat maybe together. And we kind of might just pivot, do a little hard pivot and talk about some stuff, happenings, and we'll go from there. We'll see. We'll go with the flow. Chat sin instead of chat GBT. Oh, yeah, chat sin. Sin GBT. That's funny. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Just go with the flow, right? Just go with the flow. That's the key. Flip. Trent's not here. Jen, be nice to Trent. Lauren, not a chance. Chat shy. I'll jump on if you want. Okay. Yeah. I'll send that out to you, sir. Jump on. You can always sub and then unsub. Not sure if you all heard Jack Mahler's quit. Yeah, I did hear that. I think it's great. Because I would prefer he spend more time focusing on Strike because I really enjoy Strike and I want to see it prosper. And if that means we get more Jack Mahler's dedication time to Strike, then it'll be great. Flip. Hey, George here, coming in with a row of packs.
5 packs. Right?
5 packs to be exact, right?
Yeah.
5 packs to be exact. Yeah. That was a good live this morning, George. It was good. Good stuff, Jor. Good stuff. Yeah, we got to get rid of that negativity in the space and kind of just we need to man, that stuff is just, it drains you. You don't even realize it drains you. You know? You don't even realize that stuff. My favorite Canadian Democrat in the house. Yeah, let me get Jor on here real quick before I forget. Let's get Jor and Arnie. Jor and Arnie. Big flex. Jor, hello, VHF. What's up? 2/3 of the Truth at Work might be on tonight. Yeah. So I sent that out. It
would be so nice if George could jump on.
I sent that out to Trent. Well, Jor works in the background. around this time of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we would have jumped on Jor, but we were in transit. Reception's a little spotty, and I don't think it would have been fair to be cutting in and out. Yeah. But lo and behold, guys, we have somebody here. You might know him.
Sorry, I had the stream going on there.
You guys know this guy? Does he look familiar?
I gotta find where the screen went. Where am I? Lost. There we are. I found it.
What's going on, brother?
Oh,
How's your day going?
Good. My camera's in the reaction spot.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, that's right. Oh, not him. Good night.
I'm scaring people away already.
Trent's
No,
number one fan.
My mic wasn't working, so I was like beating on it so it would. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working.
Yeah. You have that. You use that one input. You said
XLR. Yeah.
the XLR. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the XLR. It literally was Windows being dumb.
Look, your second favorite.
I see you.
I see you too. I just got out from the side of your bush, peeking in at you.
You're fast.
He's like, I'm gonna chop that bush down.
I'm on the second level. She can look all she wants. She can't see my windows.
That's why they call it a tree house, or like, you know, when you're like a spy and you hang down.
There is a tree over there. You can.
I don't.
That's so funny.
I know there's a tree right there.
That's funny.
Oh man. So what's new, Trent? What's the latest and greatest, man? What's going on in the life of Trent?
I just got off I got off work a couple hours ago, and I still haven't got out of my shirt. So
You're dedicated.
Dedicated. I actually had to zoom the camera in, so I have no logo showing.
Yeah.
I was trying to put that on it, but it doesn't stick.
Oh,
So-
that's right. You don't want to dox yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
they
that's true.
get mad when you put your logo on the internet.
Oh, your company?
Yeah, my company.
It's for advertisement, man. Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, I guess that's not true. I guess it's easy for me to say.
Yeah, you're advertising yourself.
Oh man. So what do you think about this is the negative the space is just become so toxic. And I'm not talking about the BIP. I'm just saying in general. I just feel like there's been so much toxicity within the space, and it's just you don't realize it, but sometimes it gets overwhelming.
It's basically we're in like the block size wars all over 2.0. Honestly, the best thing you can do right now is just disconnect and keep stacking and keep doing your thing. And after this next block either confirms it or denies it, then we can worry.
Yeah. And from some of the research that I've done, which is very amateurish, I don't know if inherently much is really going to change. I mean, and in the event that something does change, then it would probably be affirmative action to go ahead and start the node up, which, yeah, essentially we should all be running regardless. But it's just a matter of then pivoting to your option, your choice, if you're not already running a node.
Yeah, and I have all the parts for my node right now, so I'm just kind of pausing, and I'm just going to wait a few weeks before I set it up.
Yeah, I've seen what you have. That's pretty smart. I've seen those around, but I mean, I've seen those things at the freaking Goodwill. Or
absolutely, you can get it at the Goodwill. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen them there, and
I bought it on eBay used.
Yeah, it's essentially it's just the RAM. Minimum?
You want to look for the right amount of RAM, and then you can adjust your and you want it to have a NVMe drive, an M.2 drive, so for your storage.
Okay.
And then you just want to upgrade it to what you want to run.
Okay. So there are some parameters that you still need to follow. And
yeah, because if someone like the old office hardwares, the old Optiplexes still run hard drives, like HHDs. Like the spinning discs.
Physical drives.
You can't run those.
Yeah, so just you want a solid state.
You want to be solid state minimum. M.2 is actually a solid state, but it's a little faster.
Correct. And then what about your RAM? I know. So I know you can get your because they have was DDR2's old. Obviously, it's outdated.
Yeah, you're not gonna find DDR2 in anything.
Okay. Yeah. So
I believe it's the one I got is DDR4. It's plenty fast.
DDR4. Okay.
I think I just got 16 gigs.
And so I mean, you can get essentially a unit running because it's hard to go budget, but you're middle of the road. You're going $700.
I got mine for 450.
So 450. Okay.
That's
So
as cheap as I could get it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, you got to obviously either find a good deal or a stroke of luck in regards to what you come
eBay.
across.
eBay is your like the Optiplex itself only cost 150. It wasn't that bad. It's the SSD that is insanely priced right now. Like that was almost 300 by itself.
It's so interesting how all these components are still so expensive, and I don't necessarily blame it on the tariffs. I think it was interesting because there was that point in time a little bit ago where everybody was running. Was that when the lockdown was going on or something? When everybody was selling all of their hardware. When was that?
Are you talking like 2022, 2021?
That's what it was.
Where it was the Ethereum proof of work mining.
Yes.
I actually have a whole rig in the other room that's in pieces right now that collapsed on me.
Oh my goodness!
After they switched to truth of what is it? Proof of stake.
Proof of stake.
Yeah, I couldn't make a profit. It literally is. I have like probably $3,000 rig just collecting dust.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That's insane. Yeah, it was so funny when because even when I first got into altcoins and Bitcoin and stuff, and then transitioning eventually from altcoins to Bitcoins because you see the light, right? Because you were sold a bill of goods essentially. We didn't know anything. That space in itself, and you think Bitcoin's difficult. The altcoin space is nasty.
I was there. I did it for 6 years.
Holy cow! Yeah.
I
you got some stories.
This is my first year just on Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah. My last tax form had what you'd call it liquidity pools. Yeah, that's the word. Liquidity pools. Yeah. Oh man, that's a nightmare in the taxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, and I remember that not even like the liquidity pools, and then bouncing from one chain to another, and you're doing I don't remember all the terminology now. I had it back then. I was really good at it. I was and personally, I used like crypto.com or something like that.
Sure.
Because that was like the most advertised one or whatever. It was like user friendly. But anyways, I don't want to go too much about altcoins and stuff. But it was just interesting that. I'm basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to just give a slight comparison to that space and what I see happening within Bitcoin. And I'm not necessarily saying that Bitcoin's going to turn into that space where we're going to get all this bad negative publicity and stuff, because we have these big actors, the Craters and the Sailors and the Mechanics and the everybody else, and the American HODLs and all these people with a lot of following. And so I take the side of continue staying humble, like we talk about, and stack and have our conviction, be in the know, but just don't fall victim to the nonsense and to the negativity. I've actually found it pushing me further and further away of wanting to even engage or know anything that's going on. Like I'm literally just taking a step back. It's even actually really even tainted, as you heard earlier in me talking. It's even tainted more of me wanting to orange pill people, or my approach of trying to get people into Bitcoin. It's actually made me not want to do that.
I honestly stopped doing it. I don't care if you're into Bitcoin. I am.
Yeah. And I think that, and I think I would say you would agree with me that having a connection, a conversation, a genuine talk or a chit chat with somebody is inherently the best way to eventually get them into it, because you're just building that trust, the relationship, explaining fiat. And Bitcoin doesn't even come up essentially in the first conversation, right?
It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I kind of run let them run the conversation, because if they're coming to you and they bring up anything like that, they already have an idea in their head and they just want confirmation. Like my brother is into Bitcoin. He's probably got just as much as I do. But like we didn't have a Bitcoin conversation. We just kind of went on parallel paths, and then we were like, "Hey, you're doing the same thing I am," and then that's kind of how we talk together. But he's still not like a real Bitcoiner.
Yeah,
Like
it's
more of a stock guy that
it's so
happens
interesting.
to have a lot.
It's like it's just so interesting how everybody's take is in it. I mean, yeah, we know it's like some people, 90% of people respectfully come for the number go up. We know that. And then
Him.
Simply Bitcoin's term is stay for the revolution. But it's like, that's why I always use that term. Not every Bitcoiner is a Bitcoiner. And the thing is like, I don't know if I would agree that we're going to inherently eliminate the monetary system that's in place, at least not in our lifetime, our kids, even our grandkids, great-grandkids' lifetime. I think Bitcoin is always going to, I feel like it's going to run alongside something that can be controlled. And we're going to run alongside, and naturally over a period of time, adoption will happen and occur. And people will choose to utilize whatever chain, right? Whether that's the Bitcoin, right, ledger, or they use another chain, which essentially I think will be digital.
Well, all chains are digital.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting. I sometimes I think we get ahead of ourselves. I think they're good talking points. I think it's important to talk about them, and get opinions and thoughts. So,
and that's right, VHF. What is a Bitcoiner? That is a good comment.
That is true. That is true. Just like we said, like what's a normie?
They're the same thing.
Yeah, we like to tokenize all these terms.
Yeah, we shit on the shitcoiners. We're hypocrites in this community, honestly.
We are. Yeah, it's this space has just been a little much for me, man.
I honestly I've just been going to work, and I catch a little bit of news in the morning from Crypto RS. I kind of just like to hang out for the vibe.
I do that too.
And and then I catch a little bit of Jor's highlights, or like I try to get on, but like by the time Jor's online, I'm already up a pole or running wire. Correct. I can't do both.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I do the same thing. I listen to Cryptos RS. I was actually messing around with his Clash the other day.
I haven't done that, but man, he plugs the heck out of that thing.
It's not bad, man. I really, really like it. Let me see if I can pull it up right here. I think it was like Clash or Crypt. Let me see.
I'm being doxxed by my cat. Knock it off.
I'm going to share this tab instead. And then I'm going to go here and let me see if this is pulling out. I'm still learning how to navigate all this. So let's see. Is this in the right spot? No, it's actually this one. Share this tab instead. So it's really interesting. So he has a built-in AI agent.
Yep. It's supposedly pretty good.
Yeah, I've messed around with it. He's got all the good info. He's got the RSI, MACD, volume, structures, trends, charts. He has a discover page right here that kind of gives you news and information. Obviously, the caveat is kind of like, he's a crypto guy. So Bitcoiners kind of do freak out a little bit about that.
Yeah.
But even if you listen to his show, the first 15 to 20 minutes is basically the news brief.
Yep.
And then you choose to break out after that. You can kind of collect a good amount of information.
That's really all I do. Is I just like the news part. I kind of bail on the Q&A because it just ends up to him talking about Clash.
Yeah. And that's him, he's trying to pump his own stuff and all that, which is cool. I get it. But it's funny because that's like my progression is the same thing. So I'll try to catch Jor's lives, and I'm pretty good at it, but I'm listening in the background because I'm either mowing the lawns and stuff.
I catch his shorts more than anything.
Yeah, yeah. The shorts are good. The shorts are real good. I've been liking
Mhm.
the shorts. I got to make more shorts myself. But so how's your So I got a question for your off ramp
Yeah.
radio. How has your progression, your workflow been going?
It's no different. I just honestly I'm kind of slacking on my reaction videos because the other
Yeah.
stuff is kind of easier to make.
Yeah.
And it does better.
Yeah.
I think I hit 1 million views this month in the last 28 days.
It's a big milestone.
That's huge.
So
I don't know if I can even replicate it.
So are you able to be a partner yet?
If you look at the one that says the mashup right there, that's one right. Yep, in the middle one there. Nope, next one over. That has what 38,000 views. That's
Wow.
almost has half my watch time on the whole for my being monetized. As
Yeah,
like
they like
almost
it,
like
man.
1,500. Yeah, it's like 1,500 watch hours just on that.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If I
It's
didn't have
funny.
that one video, I'd be nowhere near monetization.
Well, it's interesting the way the algorithms work. Obviously, they liked it. Your content got pushed. We know reaction videos inherently do well on YouTube for the most part.
You have to have a known audience for reaction videos, I feel.
Yeah.
Like my reaction videos do okay. They do fine, but I think I found a little niche inside the niche.
Yeah.
And the algorithm likes it. So I
Yeah, 'cause
feed it.
I thought for a while to do like a day of the week of doing doing reaction, like reaction
There's-
Tuesdays or something.
There's
like that.
whole channels that all they do is reaction videos.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought I like it because I think it's fun. I like giving my input on stuff. I like reacting to things I like. The thing is like this. So like, the thing is like, with the channel and everything, we do and stuff, it's like, for me, it's fun. This isn't my career. This isn't my full-time job. This isn't anything of that sort. It's a place where people can come hang out, chill, talk. We're very universal with anything and everything we talk about. We're not a Bitcoin channel, but and I just, because I've gone on it over and over and over again at, nights, conversations with Fanny and stuff. I'm like, what do we really want to do with this? Where do we want to take this? Like, do we want to focus on certain things?
You could really branch in a lot of different directions, and each branch would have a benefit and a drawback. You could lean into the family content because that's a huge thing in YouTube. You could lean into the vlog style. You could lean into. There's just so many things that would potentially grow the channel much larger than Bitcoin. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, right?
Yeah, it's always interesting. I go back and forth on it, you know what I mean? And sometimes sometimes we just have to step back and just have a reality check within ourselves. It's just say, just do what you like. Just like literally go with the flow.
That's what I did.
I know that people sometimes are like, you have to stick to a certain topic or a subject because your audience is going to be that. And if you start switching and bouncing around, there's no consistency.
The algorithm.
Yeah.
And then I've listened to the exact opposite of someone who's like, don't have a niche. I mean, so it's whoever you talk to.
Yeah. It's exactly. I guess it's totally subjective, right? It's totally subjective. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, we've just been chilling over here. AC is still out.
At this rate, I could have drove down there and fixed it.
Yeah. So the guy supposedly he's going to come on Tuesday or something like that. So we're just going with the flow, man. But everybody's ACs are out, I guess. We got a major heat wave over here, and everybody's suffering. So, but
mine works.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Works fine.
Thanks.
Oh, let me turn that off for you.
Yeah.
Kind of cold in here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it works. It's just a light. It gets just cold enough, and so it's but
yeah, you have a split heat unit.
Yeah, the mini split. Yeah, and it's worked well. It's just
that's what they use in Asia. They're very efficient, very nice.
Yeah, they are. They work good. I like them. When I go to the hotel rooms and stuff like that, I crank mine at like 65.
So in my 20s, I did the cell phone tower thing.
Yeah.
And I had to share a hotel room with my uncle. He was my boss too. And that guy is insane. So he'll go he would wake up before me. He'd crank that AC down to as low as it would go. He'd run into the shower, take a shower, and by the time he got out, the room would be an iceberg. I would just be like,
oh yeah, I'm one of those guys too, man. I love it when it's
I'm not,
freaking
dude.
Antarctica.
I'm in between. I don't like to be too hot, but man, I don't want to be cold.
I mean, it's funny because Fanny and I were talking about expat, Asia, and traveling in general and stuff like that, and
My
how
favorite.
I just it's interesting because our situation is a little different than yours because we have 3 kids, right?
Obviously.
And so travel expenses are a big chunk of change. Actually, the traveling actually costs sometimes more than just
the airplane tickets would bankrupt you.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah. So we we've been talking about a lot of stuff, and that we are really good friends from Myanmar. She really wants to, when we go back or when we go, she wants to travel with us.
The traveling over there is not unreasonable. It's to get there.
Oh, okay. That's
like
what it is.
Domestic flights are pretty cheap. Ferries everywhere. But they got trains, they got buses. You can go anywhere you want, fairly cheap inside the country, or even in Southeast Asia. It's like $1,500 per person flight there and back.
Yeah, that's just it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we do our best to be realistic and stuff, and the kids are still young. You know what I mean? And
George said the kids can leave them at home; they can fend for themselves.
Kick the kids out. We'll send them up to you.
Probably be fine. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they'll probably do well. Probably do well. I wouldn't put it past them. They know how to cook and everything.
See, better than half of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. Yeah, Fanny's been doing a lot of cooking with the kids, and particularly Noah or Anonymous. He's been
doing really well. Your kids.
Just I told them. Just dox everybody. Screw it. So the kids. He's been doing really well, but man, we look around and because we got in the circle so many times, and it's like, you know what, you don't ever really know where you want to go or stay because you've never been.
Nope.
And we've looked at, you can look at every YouTube video online.
Maybe you step off the plane and it's 1 billion degrees and you hate it.
Exactly. But then it's like, I think we're all in agreement with, we all love the food. I think you're in the same boat with us with the Asian style cuisine dishes, street food, that lifestyle, right? Being able to go to late night markets and stuff. I think we definitely align on that. And it's really just, sometimes I get nervous of a language barrier, but you say that most of the places you go, you're going to be okay with English.
No. Don't quote me on that.
So what?
Where are you thinking? Because there are places you can go that English is fairly spoken. Then if you get out into the countryside, there are people you won't run into English anywhere.
Yes, you're more big metropolitan areas.
Yeah. Anywhere you see other foreigners, you'll see English. More English, at least.
Can't you sleep on until they're like 42? You're not wrong. He's not wrong. Times have changed, though.
It's funny.
Times have changed.
Honestly, I don't trust myself being left alone.
Oh my goodness, $7,500 for the whole family. Uncle Trent is paying, so no worries. All right, well,
as
long as I get them in writing,
$1,500 on, she can come too. Might as well. I'll write the check.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So it's and then so we looked at that different places, and then the visas and stuff like that. Some places are more forgiving than others.
That's even changing now since I've talked to you last. I know they're revamping the Thailand visa again,
and that's pretty tight.
It's getting tighter and tighter. It's almost getting to the point where it's almost impossible not to go on to a DTV, which is what they want. Obviously, they want you on the digital nomad visa, so they get their cut of their tax money.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't blame them, right? We do the same thing in America. When you come here, we want you to
America's
contribute to the economy.
worst. America's the only country that'll tax you on your income while you're traveling.
Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, we talked Thailand for years, and Thailand obviously gets pushed further and further to the back.
I think it's getting less and less appealing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've liked Cambodia.
I'm going, but I want to travel it a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's the thing too. So let me think here. One of the countries over there does a 6-month visa.
Cambodia.
I think it was Cambodia, right? Yeah.
Yep. They do 6 months.
And 6 months is pretty nice.
Oh, that's a big visa.
It's a big visa. Now, the thing that I found interesting is, so I know some places over in Asia in general will not allow you to work and be a teacher unless you have some credentials.
Yeah, there are some places, yeah.
But do you know more if you travel over there with not being on a work visa or on anything like that, just a regular like vacation type visa?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the ability to still do anything for income?
No,
like at all.
On a tourist visa, you cannot work inside the country.
Okay,
unless you can technically. If you say you work for like a US company, you're doing like laptop stuff, you can work inside the country during that.
Yeah.
But you can't use that as like a permanent visa. You still have to leave every 90 days.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 60 days now. 60 days. They dropped it from 90 to 60.
Yeah, it's getting tighter and tighter.
Now, it used to be 30.
Now, I'm assuming, and I don't know this for a fact, if I go there on a visa for a tourist visa, can I go into the office and try to alter that for a work visa?
Absolutely.
Okay. Doesn't mean they're going to approve it.
But you would need a Thai school sponsorship. Say you're going to be a teacher. That's how that works. And to get the certification, that school will pay for it.
Okay, so so that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So it just kind of depends on where you land or what connections you're able to create or make or who you know, because we know how it is, who you know.
Oh, there's like really big. That's like a big thing over there, like the foreign to English thing. That's a big business. So there are big schools that'll pay for all that. You could apply before you even go.
Huh? Because we're thinking, down the road, we're thinking that might be the call. Because for us, for Fanny and I in particular, we have there's just a soft spot in our heart for English and education within rural communities or communities where people just don't have the luxury, can't afford. In particular, Buddhists, heavy, dense Buddhist areas, Buddhist temples, and things of that nature.
Well, Thailand's all Buddhist.
Yeah, but we just have a thing about because there is, just how we have here in America, we have upper, middle, and lower class citizens, and it's the same over there. They may benchmark them differently in regards to how they measure that, but there's a lot of communities that are just really, really lower end communities, and so to be able to help contribute and help them out and teach them that maybe they can't afford to go to like a school and they just go to like some little hut and they're not actually going to an actual school system,
Well, there's almost everyone goes to school in at least Thailand. Like, there's like always a school in town. It's not like most of it's not homeschooled, but like you may have to do like work for a big school your first year or two of your contract, get your certification, that kind of thing, and then you could roll out to like something smaller.
Yeah, that would that's kind of what we want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, for us, it's really just we just want to help and contribute and maybe there's something that us as Americans that we can contribute that maybe they just don't have the the luxury to have over there, or the knowledge or the know-how or something like that. And it's probably not the best form of method to be like, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and I can make enough money to live here based off of earning bot or something else. But I think it's more
A lot of the schools will pay you in the US dollar.
Really?
It depends on the company that runs the school.
Huh, interesting.
That's something to look into. But also the real perks of working at a school is you get a housing visa, not a housing visa. You get a
like a stipend?
Stipend, yeah. A housing site. They pay for your apartment.
Wow, that's a big perk.
You get, lunches at school for free, daycares a lot of times free. There's a lot of perks. And then you on top of, so even if you get paid in bot and you're only making $30,000 a year, $50,000 a year, it's still plenty to live on in Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's just and I'm assuming that, and I don't know if this is true. I'm assuming that if I have some form of credentials here in the States, whether that be, like a bachelor's in some type of a teaching, or like a 3-year degree in teaching, or even certifications or something, I would assume that they acknowledge that to some point.
They almost some of the bigger schools require a bachelor's degree before you can even apply.
Okay.
And then you just have to take the test.
Okay. And is it a bachelor's in freaking anything?
They don't care. They'll take you without the bachelor's degree if you.
It's so funny because you hear people over there, and they're like, oh, I went to school, and I'm like, oh, what'd you go to school for? They're like, oh, I'm an engineer. And I'm like, wait, you're an engineer? Where'd you get your engineering from? They're, oh, I got it from this little village over here. And I'm thinking, okay, the levels of our engineer to their engineer are substantially measured differently, because you can be an engineer in 2 years. I've heard people say an engineering degree in 2 years, and I'm like, well, that can't be right.
No way.
So I think, the level of, if someone told me like they were an engineer in America, I'm thinking, okay, you probably went through a pretty good amount of school, right? And someone told me
what is the minimum for an engineer? It's at least 4 bachelor.
Yeah.
Just to get and then there's masters and doctorates. They don't do doctorates in engineering, but master's degree.
Yeah, so it's real interesting that it's a cultural lifestyle.
Then you got to look at and then you guys have to look at healthcare too. You got to be. That's a pretty important part.
Yeah,
and then they got good healthcare in Thailand.
Yeah, so we need to figure out down the road, and things change, of where, I guess. I think the thing is obviously I would never choose to want to eliminate my passport or my citizenship of the United States.
There's no reason to.
It would mostly really just be a snowbird almost thing, where it's 6 months and 6 months or something.
And you wouldn't have to. You don't have to leave the country if you have a work visa. So if you wanted to do a snowbird kind of thing, you absolutely could. But you could stay there year round, and then it's something like a 2-year renewal on a work visa, something in there. It's in that ballpark. It's in the years for sure. That, and you can run. So you don't have to pay US taxes on stuff under $150,000. It's like FILA. It's a foreign income something.
So the money you make over there, you're not having to pay US taxes on under that.
Up to $160,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money though.
Oh, it's tons of money.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever go over.
It basically gets you to the point where you don't have to pay taxes in the US while you work over in Thailand.
Now,
that's a US law.
So, it's a U.S. law.
That's a U.S. law, yes.
So
you'll still have to pay Thai taxes.
So obviously I can look this stuff up, but I'm just throwing stuff at the wall here. I'm trying to think. Do you know if U.S. hits you with an exit tax for a 6 and 6?
Yeah, you have to qualify foreign income, whatever. You have to stay out of the country for 330 days. Otherwise, you do not qualify for that exemption.
So then that's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, man.
It's
It's a lot of
complicated.
moving parts. It's
It
not how it used
changes
to
a
be.
lot.
It's not, maybe I'll just take a boat and just drive across the water. Full blown illegal.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that in Thailand.
Oh my goodness. And it's almost enough of a deterrent to have to be required to do just enough amount of work for the individual who wants to take advantage of a system to be
And
like,
you could take advantage of it because
Yeah.
it doesn't say what you need. You need a company to sponsor you. You need to do I don't know the amount of hours, but it's X amount of hours a month, and then that's all you need for your work visa.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, it's
There's no living there illegally, dude. They track you everywhere in Thailand. You come in with your passport, and then you go to your hotel because you need an address, right? And that the hotel is your address you give to customs.
Oh.
And then if you go to another hotel, you have to give them that address. They track you everywhere you go.
So they track us more than the US.
Oh, well, yeah, they want to make sure you're leaving on that visa.
Fanny goes, "Wow, gonna fly them with Trent." Yeah,
I'm going to Thailand. It'll be 2027, 2028. I'm not for sure which year.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm probably more excited for you than you are. I think
you probably are.
I really am. I'm not gonna lie, and I've been open about it. I think that you being able to do that. Well, see, here's the thing. This is the way I look at it. Okay. Number one, it's your personal life. Okay.
Yeah.
Number two is that there are going to be people who would love to know how it's going, what you have run into in regards to things that maybe you didn't know, stuff they've changed out of nowhere. And so you are literally going to be a wealth of information for individuals who want to eventually do something similar to this and be able to be well knowledge and versed in the space. And that brings value. And not using you as a tool to be like, okay, let's just utilize and pick Trent's brain now because he's doing this. But as Bitcoiners, not every Bitcoiner just wants to live in the US. Some transpire to go across the world to have their Bitcoin go further or their dollar go further. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun to get updates or just your information of whatever you've learned. But like Trent said,
videos of me just scuba diving.
What's up?
You don't want videos of me just scuba diving?
I wouldn't say no to that. I think that I'll be jealous. That's awesome,
I can't
dude.
scuba dive in. I have a lung issue.
Trent has done his homework. See, yeah, exactly, Lauren. He has. That's why I ask him all these questions, as in like if he knows everything for a fact. You notice how I do that?
I know a lot, but it's a lot of countries, dude. I spread a lot. I spread my. I used to be super focused on Thailand, and then I was like, "Wow, Vietnam's cool." Then I'm like, I started with the Philippines, and then I'm like, I don't know about that one. And then I saw some in Cambodia, and I'm not a real big fan of that. So,
I remember you were just not too long ago on the Philippines trip.
I'm going to the Philippines. That's a done deal. I'm going there in February.
So if you had to give,
I just don't think I'm going to live there.
Okay. It says if you had to give, I know this is a loaded question and it's super broad, but if you had to give a place where you would think you would potentially settle down at or be like your hub, where do you think that would be?
Dude, it's so hard.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that's a hard question. I know that's
with it being which is easiest, the Philippines. The Philippines is so much easier. You can get in there. The visas are simple. They're made for the U.S. They have. They all speak English because we've been there since World War II.
Yeah.
Literally, it's almost like America, but without the good infrastructure. But then you're like, well, why do I want to move to another place that's just like a poor America?
Yeah, and their weather's pretty gnarly there, man.
Their weather's gnarly everywhere over there. They all have typhoon seasons.
It's crazy. Yeah, so it's it's just And to circle back around to what I was saying earlier was in regards to the watching the expat videos and stuff. It's hard to find the real good ones because a lot of them are just so doctored up for like content creators.
Oh, dude, you just gotta watch there's some good ones out there.
Yeah.
Like, especially I want to say there's like one for every country. Like, if you want to check out Vietnam, it's Evan A. You know who Evan A is.
We might have seen that one. We like the Vietnam. Vietnam's cool.
Vietnam's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
but they have no retirement visa. They have no. Didn't she say lady boy?
No, she goes, yeah, I want to go there because she wants to try dog for the first
time. I want to eat dog.
Shut up, dog.
I
want to eat your dog.
Obviously, the best way to do it. Well, here's the catch-22 though, because as a family, we're like, oh yeah, we go there for the 3 months, check it out, and then fly back. When we go there as a family, it's like I want to go there for the longest amount of time because
Philippines. Or Cambodia, but Cambodia is a hard transition. It's nothing like America.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's like
it's kind of dirty.
I think of the airfare, the travel.
Yeah, if you want to stay the longest, Cambodia has the biggest visa.
Yeah, so Cambodia could be the call. But we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I want to eat freaking insects.
I did.
You can eat insects anywhere over there.
I know. Crickets, everything.
I had crickets. Go ahead.
Night market.
Yeah, be careful bringing your cats there. They cook cats.
Be careful bringing your cat, she says.
No. That is so not true.
It's like the biggest. It's like the biggest. Like
it's so not true. You're more likely to find that in China, in the poorer places.
In China, yeah.
Zero
desire to want to go to China.
Zero desire.
I have no desire to go to China either.
What about Japan? Have you looked into Japan?
Oh, dude, I want to. Every time Scotty talks, and like, because I'm under the old impression Japan is expensive. It's expensive, but apparently it's not.
It just depends on where you live, just like anything else.
No, the yen is tanking it's a 3-year low right now. It's just in the gutter.
It's so funny because supposedly the yen is the closest, or the yen props up the dollar the most out of any currency. That's what I've heard.
Because we borrow against the yen to invest. So basically, do you know what the carry trade is? I know you know what you've heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know much about it though in regards to like.
In a nutshell, we'll keep it nice and simple, right? Investors borrow the yen because used to be a 0% loan or a -% loan. So say you borrow $100,000, then you take that $100,000 and buy Tesla or Apple or like some American stock that's gonna outpace the interest rate of the yen.
Oh.
So that's what the carry trade is. But the problem is the Japanese government has now brought the interest rates up and has propped up the yen. So the trades are kind of evening out. And then they're
just propping each other
liquidated. Up. Well, they're getting liquidated now because they're borrowing on leverage.
Huh?
That's so freaking crazy.
So which will tank the American stocks down because they got to pay the loan back. That happened not this summer, but the last summer.
Summer, yeah, I remember that. And that's another reason I think Trump was so gung ho on is when he got elected and everything, getting Japanese to invest all that money within the U.S.
I don't even know if Japan knows what to do with it. I think they either want to like rip the Band-Aid off it and get back to like a normal interest rate, or if they want to. I don't know if they know what they want.
Well, I think they've screwed themselves demographically, right? We know this due to the age gaps, the generational gaps of
the workforce
and the workforce. Yeah, so they've kind of created this double-headed monster, and now they didn't feel it then, but they're damn sure feeling it now. So
they're not looking too good in the next 50 years.
Just open your mouth and they'll fly right in. Support cheap to live there. It's a travel cost that's painful. Yeah, exactly, Jen. That's really the thing.
I know it's the family part that really limits you, but like I can afford a $1,200 round trip ticket.
Yeah,
just to explore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. And when you gotta times that by 4 or 5. I don't know how anyone does it.
Yeah, it's that's really kind of a game changer. And then there's times where we just have to maybe be realistic and know that it's just not in the right season right now for us. You know, maybe the kids need to get a little older, and then that's when we would do something like that. Obviously, the kids are always more than welcome to come with us as adults if they want to come. You come along.
Yeah, and maybe it's just a retiree thing for you guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so your guys are planning to leave America. I'm trying to move to America.
How much for a passport, Jor? How much?
Yeah, so I guess, you know, because I hear George talk about it all the time about you know.
In defense, I'd want to leave Canada too.
But I don't know. I don't know how that works with Canada. I mean, I'm sure they have their own set of issues with, you know, coming over here.
But it's just like anyone else. They got to get a visa.
Yeah. I would think that because it's Canada, though, and a neighboring country, it's a little more friendly. I would assume.
They can come down on your passport for X amount of time, but you still have to have a visa.
Yeah.
They can't work until they have one. Trade you for just traded to Canada.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny. We're all just trying to like.
Is it because I say A?
You know the cool thing. Yeah. I feel like a luxury, or not a luxury, but something beautiful about being a Bitcoiner, because we know Bitcoin does change your mindset. It does in a lot of different ways. Some for the bad, some for the good. I'd say for me, it's mostly for the good. It just it makes us sometimes take a step back and see like the world in a whole. Like just see there's more than just here. There's more than just your city or where you live. Like we want to try to do things and yeah, we're trying to obviously park our money, our energy into something that is gonna, you know, compound and grow and you know, maximize our time that we've put into it, like all those talking points. But it's just a trip how Bitcoin just makes you think beyond just what you're doing and what's in front of you. But what is the passport situation for Idaho?
They let anybody in Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho's pretty. Idaho's pretty. Yeah, exactly. Idaho's pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie, I like Idaho a lot. It's cool. It's pretty calm here.
Is Idaho one of the income tax states or no?
Yeah, we do sales and income tax. We do both.
So you got both. But
our property taxes here are pretty cheap. But that's just due to population. I think that's fair though. And you usually go to population. You know, most of that determining factor of that is population, right? And then once you start people coming into the metropolitan areas, like if you go into Boise or the heavy dense areas, Twin Falls, you know, all the bigger anchor cities, yeah, you're gonna pay a pretty good penny there.
Property tax. You're right. Property tax is proximity tax, basically.
Yeah, but you can get some places out in Idaho that are, you know, hour and a half, hour out of a certain area, and then you can get. It's not bad. It's not too bad. I still think it's okay. But you know, just like anything else, you know, it doesn't last long. I'm seeing communities pop up everywhere. You know, we got 80, 85 mile per hour roadways. Big rigs can go 80 here.
I love that, dude. That is my favorite part about Idaho.
It's amazing. I think it's awesome. You know, I love.
There was only one more state that I found that was faster. Which state is it? Is it Montana that has like a 90? I think it was like 90 miles an hour when I went to Montana.
Yeah. There's some. I think it's like the Montana or the Dakotas. One of those three over there.
Yeah, I've been to both Dakotas. South Dakota's 85 for sure. Oh, maybe North Dakota.
I didn't say what right.
Dude, I've been to a lot
one of the Dakotas. Hey, have you watched this is kind of off, well, not really. Well, kind of. Have you watched Yellowstone?
Yeah. First few seasons.
Okay. We're me and Fanny are watching the final like 5 episodes tonight on season 5. We're super stoked. I can't believe I haven't watched that show.
I've literally been when I was doing towers, I did all of the Rockies. I did the Wyoming, Montana, Texas, all, the whole Midwest I did some out in Chicago, some in like Kentucky. Dude, I went to everywhere. But I'd say the most gorgeous state that is not ocean bound is easily Montana by a mile. It
It
is
looks beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks beautiful over there, man. I would love. I want you because I'm an avid fisherman. I've kept that a secret for such a long time, but I've always been an avid fisherman. It's just it's therapy for me, and I want to fish Montana so bad.
It'd be fun.
Oh, I want to fish Montana so freaking bad. George says he's a free agent.
What are you playing football now? You might be a little old to be drafted, Jor.
The smuggled Jor over here. What did Jenny say? I'm just buying a tiny house and parking it next to the Packers. And that's the thing too, right, Jenny? Jenny's right. Like, Montana. She says I said it wrong.
North Dakota. Then you're not very far from me, Jor.
Yeah.
Wait,
Dakota.
wait, you live way up on the top part. There's no way North Dakota's close to you.
Yeah, he's like at the tip of it. Unless he's like spoofing his location.
Maybe.
So what was it we were saying? Because north of me, because to get to Canada from here,
Not
or
that
even
far.
from you, it's not that far.
No, 9 hours.
Yeah, so it's essentially the same. We're like at the same. It's like 9 hours, essentially just a drop.
Oh yeah, if you look on a map, my town in your guys' area is almost parallel.
Yeah, that's a trip, dude. Dakota is very close to me. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know George talked about leaving Canada and stuff like that. But,
I'd leave it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be for him to find what he's getting there right now currently with either weather or nature. He's probably going to need to go not too far down south, just over the border, just to
Don't come to Minnesota.
Yeah, probably Montana.
It's
probably
the
straight to
same as
Montana.
Canada, but if I was coming from there, I'd go to Montana.
Yeah.
I'd go to Wyoming.
Trent, is that a Mountain Dew can full of Red Bull? Oh, is he tricking us? Lawrence says you're tricking us.
It's
Trent.
sugar-free or zero sugar Mountain Dew.
I was a Mountain Dew freak, man. I loved Code Red. Code Red was my jam.
Do they even make Code Red
I
anymore?
don't think so. I don't see it anywhere. Now they do like the Baja one blast. I don't really care for that one too much.
Yeah, like the Taco Bell one. Everybody loves that. I don't.
Yeah,
like
everybody liked that. And do you remember when they used to say that Red Bull used to like reduce your sperm count or something?
Probably does. I'm still drinking it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Mountain Dew is my jam. Alberta is an extension of Montana. Very nice.
Yeah, that would be the kick. Well, Alberta is a very conservative province, isn't it?
I think that's why he lives there. That's why he's staying there so far.
If it was the one you wanted to pick, I think that's the one I'd pick.
Yeah, they were getting me to try to say that name the other night. It was called Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. That's what it was.
Yes,
Saskatchewan.
yeah.
I was slaughtered.
We as a fellow Minnesotan, we have a lot of native.
There you go. Yeah. So, other than going and doing expat stuff, me and Fanny have talked extensively on, because we live in a tiny house and we've traveled to all these different states and we can put it anywhere and we don't need to pay. Essentially, we've been grandfathered into the International Building Code back in 2017 is when it was, and because our unit was built then, we're exempt from property taxes. We don't have to. They don't acknowledge it because we're on wheels.
I know that, but then you pay a lot fee then.
Yeah, you just pay a lot fee.
And then your landlord pays the property taxes. So you are paying property taxes because they're just giving it to you.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. So it's really interesting. So we're hooked up to obviously city, or we're doing well, and we're hooked up to well, and then we run to waste to city sewage. And it's really interesting because this area I'm pretty well versed in. I've done a lot of. I was really, really big into the tiny house communities back in the day when we first got it. I wrote for Ken Griswold, Jay Schaefer, Tiny House magazines, all these people, right? I was like in it, like how I am within Bitcoin. That I was just full tiny house sovereignty, alternative living dwellings, and things like that. So
hydroponics,
aquaponics, sustainability.
I want to do aquaponics.
Man, I can do all
You
that
can't
stuff.
do it in Minnesota, dude.
No, your guys' climate over there is all jacked up.
Hell,
It's
I'd
hard.
have
You
to
guys
put it
get
in
just
the
simple-
basement.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
what? Grow what? Then I'm gonna have the cops over here thinking I'm growing stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
which
your
is legal
region's
in
different.
Minnesota.
Yeah. So it's interesting the workarounds and the things like that, because the thing is it's not like some blanket where it's like, okay, this state is more tiny house friendly, because you got states,
All
county,
different.
municipality, city, right?
Yeah. Just like the homesteading laws, like it's per county. So, or like your building code laws, where basically like this county you don't need permits at all. This county you have to get everything approved.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah, so obviously homework, just like the expat stuff, same thing. You got it required. But yeah, the tiny house villages, they're still a thing. That they are places, and they've done better than worse. They've gotten more approval over time than non-approval. The thing about the tiny houses that's interesting is people always want to go, well, it's just like a trailer. Not the one thing I find about tiny houses is individuals
but it isn't.
Yeah, so like the people who invest in tiny houses or buy tiny houses, it's a different lifestyle mindset. You're wanting a home, a beautiful structure, you're looking for sovereignty. People that are just pulling trailers, you're just pulling a trailer. It's a piece of plastic you're pulling on wheels, right? And then that's usually
Unless you're in the trailer park.
yeah, that's true.
Getting fancy now.
Yeah,
I do. I work in some of those.
Yeah, so it's tiny houses are a little different. Tiny houses are a little different. But yeah, it's interesting. It's just, it's an ADU essentially. It's just an alternate way of living. But to me, the biggest perk was the financial sovereignty of being able to pay it off, being able to go to any state, being able to, if I wanted to leave my spot now and I needed to go somewhere next week, I just go. And the freedom in that and the luxury of being able to do that is just, it's very nice.
I have one beef with tiny houses now, and it's not from when you got into it, because it's not the same. It's the price point is not affordable anymore.
No. You're right. That's a whole nother topic. Yeah, they've it's not no more. Our tiny house at that point in time was like $68,000.
That would probably be triple that now.
Yes, exactly. Our tiny house now and the build and the guys did a great job. If I had to buy this now, it would almost be like, okay, should I just buy a regular home now? Because
my dad bought a pre-made home. They shipped it in on a flatbed, in half, right? Built it on a foundation, and it was $200,000. But like a tiny house that would have been, not near the square footage, and what he got would have been closer to like 150. $50,000, you get a big giant house, heated floors, fancy log style fireplaces, and like the numbers should not be that close.
No, it's when you break down the price per square footage of a tiny house compared to a regular like house. When you talk about a regular house, you're upwards to 1,500 a square foot or some number like that. I don't remember exactly. I'm just gonna throw a round number out there. But when you do a tiny house, it's like double and some.
Yeah.
And the thing is we think that the construction of tiny houses are just easy. When you buy a good one, actually when it's built with quality, not just slapped together, it's actually
like a house.
It's difficult because you're measuring in half inches because everything needs to fit. It needs to flow. With a house, I have all this extra room everywhere. I can go 3-foot wall here. Let's add an extra foot on that. You know what I mean? Your building is a little different than the tiny house.
I got a question. Does your electrical go up and down or side to side in the wall?
Ours is side to side.
Trailer park style. I hate that.
Yeah, it's side to side. Our electrical, the way it runs,
it goes horizontal. Most trailers are like that.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is though.
And there's nothing against doing it that way, but like as a installer, I had to train myself. Like, oh wait, I'm in a trailer park, meaning the electrical is going left to right. That means I can't go next to the electrical panel because there's a wire there. Because that's what you do on a regular house. You find the outlet. you go either like towards the window or away from the window, and you tap for the stud, and you're like, there's never going to be electrical there because it goes up and
Oh,
down.
because it's running up and down.
But in a trailer, you drill right into it.
I wonder.
many people do
Now
it.
I wonder though, because I don't know for a fact, but I want to say they did, because I remember looking at the old pictures of the building when they were building it before they spray foamed and everything. I want to say that
It's super common for it's super common to go horizontal for trailers.
Jor definitely spoofing his location. Yeah, Jerry has me a little
Exaggerated
on the map. Yeah.
That's okay. I have them put me in Minneapolis. I don't need people knowing where I'm at.
Jor's thinking Tennessee, New Hampshire, Montana, Wisconsin, also good options.
Tennessee is a good no income state tax state. New Hampshire is a little blue. Montana is nice. Wisconsin's very blue.
Yeah. Montana and for down south, Tennessee it'd be a good one. But Tennessee's gotten pricey too, though. They've gone up. They're not as cheap as they used to be. They're not as cheap as they. People figure it out, man. You know. No, Trent.
I said A wrong. I'm Minnesota. I'm the one who gets to say how A is pronounced.
For like Canada. For like
Canada. A. Honestly, I more have an Iowa accent because I'm literally on the border.
Baja Taco Bell sucks. Yeah, Baja
I don't
is.
Like it. You're right, Kramer.
There got to be some contract they did with that though, because they're the only ones that rock that.
Well, Pepsi owns Taco Bell.
Is that Pepsi owns Taco Bell?
Yeah, they own Taco Bell. They own KFC. They own. They used to own Pizza Hut. Back in the 90s and 80s, they couldn't compete with Coca-Cola, so they bought franchises or like restaurant brands, so they would put Pepsi in instead of Coke. That was their game plan.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, those companies, that whole franchise stuff, that's a messy.
It's honestly smart. You can't beat them. You just buy the restaurant and tell them you can't serve Coke.
Yeah, just like cutting them out.
Yeah.
Baja Citrus is great. It's like Orange Dew. Okay. I've seen it. I don't think I've tried it.
I've never tried it.
Good choice, Jen. Yeah. Good intel, Jenny. I like snow, though. If you go to snow, Montana is perfect for you.
You don't need blue. No one needs blue. Sorry, I read way on the bottom. I skipped you.
I like a little snow, and I like it to leave the same day. Yeah, that's how we are here in Idaho, at least in the Treasure Valley.
Texas. That's where you get snow, and then you don't have snow.
Texas.
The Panhandle.
The Panhandle.
Well, she's almost there. Just like that's like 2 hours. You're in Texas. Get out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think Jor would like Montana personally.
It's just like Alberta.
Yeah, I like the winter in some respects.
I don't. I hate it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, your winter is a lot harsher than ours, though. For at least where I'm located,
just as bad as Canada's, and we still get 110 degrees in the summer.
Yeah, the thing with the winter here with Fanny, it's hard because of her bones, because the cold hurts her body, and so we try to. So sometimes we get hard winters here. Her body's hurt.
I used to think that was bull crap, but then I broke my arm as a kid, and I can feel the cold.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, she's in freaking excruciating pain.
It
she has to layer up. Yeah, mobile homes have gotten some serious upgrades in the last 20 years or so. Yeah, they have. I mean, they've.
I have an uncle that started off in a double wide, and now he has added onto that double wide so many times it looks like a normal house.
That's so funny.
Got 2 levels, a basement. I'm like, where did you find all this?
We don't need blue. We need orange. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with. I like Wisconsin as like a state, but they have the same problem Minnesota does. Is that, like Minnesota has the cities, which skews all our politics to the blue, and Wisconsin has Milwaukee and does the same thing. But they're more in the middle than, say, Minnesota. They will vote red. They voted for Trump 2 out of 3 times.
They get nasty winters there. Wisconsin.
Sure. Yeah, it's just as bad as ours.
Holy cow, man! I mean, I've seen the only thing I really compare it to is like
Your ex.
to what, baby?
Your ex, what you see.
Yeah,
On
just
X.
yeah on X, like just the weather.
Oh, the like Twitter, not your
Yeah,
ex.
just like whatever's posted.
No, I mean all that stuff's exaggerated. No, I mean it's not, but
I guess you gotta take it all with a grain of salt, right?
oh, dude, I have a picture that I'd have to find it, but it's literally me driving my work van down the interstate, and everybody has stopped. Like everything is stopped. It's a full blizzard. Basically a semi is like jackknifed in both lanes, and we're doing 0 miles an hour.
Yeah, screw that, dude.
It was yeah. Well, the phone company, you don't get snow days.
Why? Hold on. Sorry, Trent. 1 second. Why are
Okay.
we at block
490.
490?
Are we not supposed to be?
I clocked at 497 when we started.
You went backwards.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's mine say.
What's yours say?
I'm gonna look. Man,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
oh,
I think I numbered them wrong. Is what I did.
I typed in meme space. Is that the same thing?
Oh no, this is timechaincalendar.com.
I know. I was trying to go to the mempool and I typed in meme space.
Okay. You know what I did is I just typed in the wrong order. I don't know how the hell I did that. That's called dyslexia.
You don't have that. Just like I don't have ADHD.
Yeah, right.
I know, right? Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
we're
don't
definitely on 490.
ADHD after those Red Bulls.
If you should know, stimulants help ADHD. It calms me down.
All right. Well, I clocked 12 blocks. So
Yeah, I don't know what you started at, but it's
Yeah.
definitely the next block is 490.
yeah. So I got 12 blocks. Let's get through some blocks real quick. Let me do some spins.
Yay! Watch Trent.
I'm just gonna label these 1 through 12 because I'm not gonna go back and remember them. All right, block 1. Arnie boy. We're gonna do a rapid spin, guys. And then we'll get closing statements from Trenton.
I wonder which dog has won the most times.
I don't know, dude. It's I know Jack's been on later than Arnie, though, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack's been he's been I don't know if Ginger's here. Ginger, are you here, sir?
I
I'll
just
put
saw
him
him
down.
a little while ago.
I'll put them down and then we'll circle back around. I don't know, dude. They all win pretty equal. The dogs kill it, man.
The dogs get more than I do half the time.
There goes Arnie again. Yeah,
He's killing it. There he is. Ginger's in the house.
Ginger's here. Okay, cool, Ginger. We got you for block 2, Ginger. We're just doing these in a numerical order of 1 through 12 right now because Backpacker decided to screw up the numerical count.
It only bothers you, sir.
It does. It does. Jor.
Go for the score.
Jor for the score. Ginger. $502. No, that's not 502. I'm so used to saying the number. Arnie again. Hey, Arnie got the reach around. Arnie got the reach around, Jor.
I had to process that for a second.
Oh my goodness, Jor again. All that Canada talk.
It's because he needs to save up to move to America.
Yeah. Jor's doing. I think Jor's doing well. Oh my God, Arnie again. So Arnie got 4. That's called the helicopter.
Wait, that's not a thing.
What do you mean it's not a thing, Trent?
You're making stuff up now.
No, I'm being serious. We label our wins. If you get 3 in a row, Jor calls it a turkey.
Oh yeah, because that's a
And-
real thing.
And then Jerry calls it or whatever he says 3 in a row. He calls something like a 3-peat or something. And we call it a reach around. But then
I knew
when you get the 3 plus 1, it's called the helicopter.
I know exactly what you're getting at.
Now I'm gonna be fair here.
Out of nowhere.
I didn't coin these terms. Okay?
Oh, I did.
Fanny,
That was
we
me.
gotta
We
give
know
her-
who did.
I gotta give
We know
her
who.
credit, Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
look,
there we go. There's
Jordan.
Jack.
George's
The
almost
Fergie's
ready to
gone.
move his whole family down to America.
Trans animals on there.
Oh
Not
yeah.
too many.
Yeah, we gotta put Trent's animals on there.
Oh, I have too many. Yeah, I'd fill the whole thing. Look, Butters is chilling right here, messing with me.
Holy cow, dude. I can't believe
George's killing it.
George's killing it tonight. Holy cow. Oh, Sat Sabbath. I'll put him on, but Sat Sabbath, I haven't heard you start off the chat.
I'd probably put him to sleep in defense.
All right, this will be the final spin right here. Jenny. Jenny Legendary. Let me go back over here real quick. Let's blow these up. Let's see.
So, who are you having on next week?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I was just well, this was something that StreamYard has allows this. So I it's something I want to utilize.
Yeah. It's
You know,
fun. I told you I wanted to be your first guest. I
Yes.
did this 6 months ago, but
Yeah, this is great. I'm really excited. I look forward to doing this. I think this is awesome. I think there's just so much to talk about. Like, as a person who does the streams, and you talk about everything, but there's a million other topics and subcategories you can discuss with other
I
individuals.
know we hit like 10 of them tonight.
Yeah. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. And then I also love within the chat how people engage and ask their own questions or experiences, and then we could piggyback off them. It just turns into a well-rounded conversation.
Sat Sabbath is in the house.
Sat Sabbath is in the house. Okay, Sat Sabbath, we got you. Cool. Great. We are driving back blocks. Yeah, I screwed that one up. That was a major fail.
Jenny is always happy to see me. She just denies it every time.
Early chain split. Currently 490. I'm here, buddy. Dyslexia kicking in. It was 79. Yeah, there we go, Jen. I screwed that one up. I screwed, but I gotta laugh about it. Journey is working great. Thank you. Yes, 2/3 of the truth. Yeah. Closing statements. We didn't want the first ones. Thank you, Jenny, for your kind words. Jor's coming in with fire. I'm rich. Yeah, Jor's loving it. Look at the helicopter. Look at Jor coming in with the helicopter. So Sab says here,
funny.
yeah, a couple more wins and we'll be able to move. Yeah, exactly. Well, if that's the case, I'll just put you on the wheel, do a couple more spins, then you're off to the races, Jor. Jenny was happy to see you on tonight, Trent.
Jor needs to put a goal on his stream and be like moving to America goal.
That would be cool. The
I'd
Move to
donate.
America fund?
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. Lauren lies. Where everyone can sign off. I just give them the Jor and Arnie. They like swept the freaking board. I'll take my one. Thanks. Love Lauren. Honest, loyal man. Yeah. I was like, I screwed this. Yeah, so this is cool, Trent. I think this is great. I mean, if you're cool with it, and we'll discuss in the background and stuff whenever. But
I'm pretty free after work. Anytime you want me, I can swing around.
We can talk some random nonsense stuff, and it goes to everybody else out there in the chat too. If anybody wants to jump on, just do a chit chat. If it's easier for you to schedule something like on a certain day during our live times, I'm open to that too, because I like genuine, just good conversation. Doesn't need to be structured. We don't have to talk about certain things. We can kind of go with the flow, what the chat wants to talk about, current events, things that are going on, and hell, how your day was. You know what I mean? I like that. So,
And you don't need a podcast setup like I have, obviously. Streamlab works straight from your phone. Like you can literally just FaceTime in if you wanted to.
That's true too. That is true too. I didn't know that I could do that. Me and Fanny were on that SATCHAT show one time.
And you did it from your phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about SATCHAT.
It was cool.
I haven't watched that since you were on it.
Yeah. I mean, they invite us on all the time. We just haven't done it. But we want to get around.
That channel is so big for doing the same thing every day.
Dude, they got big fast, bro.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Senior Gringo Poppy is actually, we overtook him, I think, in Sat Chats, or Fanny did.
Yeah, you guys are on top for a while.
Yeah. But Senior Gringo Poppy was actually on that channel. And then I saw him in Georgetown. I go, hey, I know this guy. And that's him. That it was freaking, lo and behold, it was him. Fanny actually pointed it out to me. She goes, hey, that guy was on Sat Chats. So maybe have Jenny on next week so Trent can give her a hard time. Yeah, we can get 3 people, however we want to do it. But agree. I vote Jenny. Okay, there we go, Jenny. You're getting nominated. I'll give money to send Trent to Canada.
I've been to Canada. I have a passport. I can literally drive there. I could be there by tonight.
That's so cool. That's so cool, man. All right. Well, yeah, if this is something, chat, if this is something you guys like, this is something we could do more. I enjoy doing this, something I definitely have been wanting to implement more. And obviously, we'll just go with the flow, because that's how I like to do it. I like to go with the flow. I don't want to over structure stuff and all that. So, but I appreciate that, Trent, hopping on, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that little link there, I'm like, I'm getting on.
I
literally was like, but I'm gonna wait for someone to volunteer it first, because I knew you'd let me on.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's a goof.
I am.
We're all goofs. We're all a bunch of degenerates and goofs. He's one of the hosts. No, he is not one of the hosts. He is a contestant.
Okay, he was a participant.
And I believe Senior Gringo Poppy, is he the one that's from Pakistan? Or no,
that's the guy that goes on there and that's the guy that makes his living on it, right?
That was the guy who makes the living on it. Fanny says
he's the white guy that had the Mexican girlfriend. That's why his name is Senior Gringo.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense than that other guy.
Yeah.
He runs a minor, or I don't know if it's a node now, but I knew he ran a couple minors and stuff like that. He was on the show a couple times.
I think if you go to SatChat's YouTube channel, they did a interview with him, Senior Gringo Poppy.
I was so good with the Bitcoin questions. I had all the Bitcoin questions, but then they shoved the show trivia in there. I'm just like, I don't know who anyone is.
There's a trick.
I got some.
Did you?
Lauren, break out the wig and dress. There's a trick to doing that show, and I don't care, I'll say it. So Fanny found it. So if you go to their YouTube channel on a desktop, a laptop, like a PC, have that pulled up, and then your child, because they promote you using AI and stuff.
They tell you use everything, AI, whatever the hell you want.
The key is when you go to their channel and you click, there's a search bar. You can type in keywords and it'll pop up. So they'll be like, who was on episode 53 of Sat Chats or something? So you type in hashtag 53 and it'll say the person, and then you say it. Stuff like that. So you can literally go and do a search feature.
2-player games in my room tonight.
That'll get you every question, but the ones were like, who had the high score on for the most amount of times, or what did my wife say on this episode? Yeah, dude, some of them are crazy.
Yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, got it. Yeah, check it out, George. You should be able to find something. But yeah, man. So Yeah, so I'm at my 2-hour mark, a little bit over. Gonna spend some time with the family. It's Friday night. I thank all you guys for being here. I look forward to doing more of these. Trent, I really appreciate it, bro, jumping on. I appreciate all the chat, all you guys, Jenny, George, Ginger, Lauren, Sat Sabbath, everybody in the VHF, for chiming in and being a part, because that's what brings a nice dynamic to it. So it just makes the conversation in the chat, as you see, Chit-Chat.
Yeah, if I wanted just to talk to Backpacker, I can literally just call him.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It's the engagement. We love it. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for being here on this Friday, July 24th. You guys know the deal. Stay humble and stack sats, but don't just say it, do it, be about it. Do something this weekend. Maybe don't look at any Bitcoin content, right? And touch some grass, go fishing, go camping, go do something. I don't know. Open up a lemonade stand, but have fun and just do something different. Do something different. Disconnect. So right on, man. Well, we appreciate you guys. And until next time, BTC Backpacker. We'll see you guys
In the next video.
in the next video.
Peace.